countdown to the launch of this review has started. Let's begin. Welcome back to my channel. In today's review, I'm going to take a look at Transformers, Jinbao, Oversized KO, Airburst, but as we know him as, Blast Off. And if you're new around here, remember to smash that subscribe button, hit that like, and leave a comment. So that being said, let's get started. And here we're going to take a look at the shuttle mode. And Blast Off looks fantastic. His wings overall can bend in multiple different directions here to angle whichever way play value you would like. Overall, you can angle them like that, you can go like this, you can kind of angle them up, or you can kind of go down like this and look more like that. Overall, it does come with landing gears, and they are easy to get them in and out. The color scheme they have, they got the brown, they got the purple translucent, nice silver on the side, going right here. I like the molded detail there. The wings, other thing I want to show off, they come off, so it makes it a little bit easier for the transformation and everything. So he kind of is a parts former in a sense, but that doesn't change anything the way I think about this figure. I think he's pretty cool. The shuttle mode is spot on. And he landed. Alright, let's start the transformation into the right arm of Bruticus. So what you're going to do, you're going to take these guns off from the wings. You're going to just set them to the side. You're going to fold these wings just like this. And then you're going to just fold them just like that for now. Next up, you're going to take this back off. Just leave that for later. And then you're going to close up the landing gears. Let's make sure that's secure. And then you're going to untab these pieces, and this is going to open up the rest of the figure. What you need right here is the arms of the figure, and you're going to close this. And what you're going to do, you're going to put his arms just like that. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Close this, and you're just going to bring his arms up like that. So that's what it should look like for now. Next up, I'm going to separate his legs and then loosen up his legs, because he's going to need his legs extended for the arm mode. And I think that's good. Yep. And you're going to readjust his feet to make sure they're high enough up. You're going to fold these back. Next up, you're going to need his right hand. And the way these work, they're not as good as the Jinbao Devastator set, but these still do the job for this. And then what you do, close that up just like this, and you should be able to turn his hand all the way around. Shouldn't be any issues with that. His fingers all have hinges, individual hinges for right here and right here as well. The thumb kind of just does this. You can't do a thumbs up or anything like the Devastator fingers with the articulation. Also, we need to open this up and pull this down just like that, and then this just kind of we're just going to do that with it like that. And the guns, in the instructions, what you're going to do, you're going to fold these wings around that way, and then you're going to take this gun and then you're just going to plug it in right here, and then you're going to get the other one as well. Which one? Okay, fold that around, lift that down, put this down here just like that. So then I gotta lay them down, take these two parts, separate them, and you're gonna do this. this part's not in the instructions as well. I just like to keep all the pieces together, and this should still go on because this is where they would go if he was going in the robot mode. So these are the exact position they want to be, and then you just kind of leave the wings out just like that. So his arm is going to look like that on the outside, and then on the inside, flip this. Go one more. These ratchets are really tight, and then this would be his. Oh, this would be his arm mode. The only thing I noticed with the blast off figure with the hand, I've been messing around this for quite a while, trying to see what I can do to keep this locked in. As long as you keep this hand, like, I wouldn't put the gun in this hand. It seems to loosen these pegs to hold this together, the tabs. So I would just recommend this hand being empty, but you can keep it as like closed fist or something, or you can turn these guns around, you know, and you can still, you know, do damage that way with this hand. You can still do something. So that's what I've been able to figure out with this arm for Bruticus. Alright, since we did the Bruticus right hand, we don't need that anymore, so just set that to the side. Set the guns to the side. I'm going to take this all off. And this is the way it should be, the way I like to add this on, the other way. So basically, what I did previously, I had them like this, just turn them and have them like that, so the hand would look more like that. And you get more, if the hand was here, be more clearance. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to transform him from shuttle mode to robot mode. So you're going to remove the guns, and you're going to fold these back. Same kind of concept again. Instead of going to so this is pretty much the same exact thing. The next thing is you just untap that, pull that apart. Then what you're going to do, you're going to bring this down. It's on a ball joint in there. You bring it down just a little bit and turn it. You have to move this piece first before you bring the shoulder around, or it won't work. Just lift that up, bring that in, straighten it out. Same thing. Ball joint, turn, lift up, shoulder, down. Next is head, turning, and it's on a ball joint. Pretty cool. And this is going to be his backpack. Next you're going to close these up on his hands. Next you're going to get his hands out. And unfortunately for this figure, they do not give you anything to cover these holes like some of the other ones, which is okay. And then you gotta pull on his legs to extend them out, bring down his feet, adjust the thrusters to make these his heels. And then you're gonna have to test to make sure he's not. Now that one's ready. Okay, now his legs are ready. And just give me a second here. He's much bigger. There we go. So next up is going to be these two pieces, and what you can do, slide out and you get the missiles, and so they're going to go on just like this. Same goes for this one. And I gotta say, the detail on this is pretty cool, pretty neat. Now, the instructions intend for you to leave the wings just like that on the side. I kind of prefer to bend them around to kind of cover up this plainness. So you don't have to unless you want to, or what, you know, whichever. give him his, he does have articulated hands, which I can't get that blaster in all of a sudden. There we go. And close his hand. Next up. That one goes in pretty easily. So there is Blast Off in robot mode. So we're going to be taking a look at his articulation, and his arms can go all the way up to about here. This blocks from his arm going all the way around, including the backpack on these two pieces right here, which is totally fine. Does have the open and close fingers. The waist articulation is all the way around. Does have really good ratchets for his legs, which double for his transformation for his arms, and they're his knees. So he does have 90-degree bend almost. Ankle tilt, it's kinda, there we go. It's more of a, his foot's on a ball joint. So he has some articulation for his foot, but posing wise, he just seems really, really tall, skinny like for a figure. And that's due to the transformation for Bruticus's right arm. So there's not much you can do about that. The head, like I said, is on a ball joint. It does have light piping in the back there. The problem is it just doesn't get a lot of light. It's just way too small. And he does have bicep swivel. He has 90-degree bend on the elbow. And all the accessories have been shown up to this point. My final thoughts on Transformers Jinbao Blast Off Oversized KO. He's pretty interesting. I like the shuttle mode. I think that's one of the coolest aspects of this figure. I think the weakest part of this transformation for this figure would be turning into the right arm. I find that this down here is just not good enough to hold this little piece in place to the point where you'd be, comfortable, messing around with it or whatever, If it's just on display, you could probably get, just with its hand, it'd be fine. But if it's holding the blaster, it's just going to fall out. And I'll show off that sometime later when we build Bruticus. So, with that being said, that's going to be it for this review. I'm going to continue reviewing the rest of the Jinbao Bruticus set, and then I'm going to be continuing Kingdom. So, that's it. That's it for the review. Thank you, and I'll be bringing more Transformer content very soon. Alright, so I'm going to build the launching bay right here for Blast Off. And I'm just going to go through it pretty quickly. If you have any questions about it, you can just leave a comment and I'll help you out. But it's pretty simple. It's nothing complicated. You just angle it like that. Then you're going to take his hands. You're just going to turn this around. And there's the two holes right here. You just use the one just to plug his hand in right there. Then you're going to get the other hand and plug it in on the other side, which didn't stay there. We're going to keep going. So that looks like that. Yeah, readjust the fingers if you want. Now this piece, you want this hole, that tab down here that I'm touching right here. So push it in, come over, you gotta adjust right here. There's a hole right in there for that tab. And you just assist that, bend that for aesthetic purposes. Next, same thing. Same exact thing, just different side. Just like that. Come over, plug in, bend, done. So I'm just going to lift up my camera. Just like that, okay? I'm going to come back down. Now you need Blast Off in shuttle mode. turn this way. There are 2 tabs. My fingers are on them right now. They go into these 2 holes. Let's bring them down, line them up. And there, you're done. Now I'm gonna move my camera one more time to get a nice shot. And looks pretty good.